don't know what it's like. Oh, baby, you don't know what it's like. Love somebody the way I love you. I chose that song for the words, you don't know what it's like. Because many people may not know what it's like to experience cancer. Until 60, I was cruising along. I retired 4 years ago and I was enjoying life, doing what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Then I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic pancreatic cancer. Chemo doc said, you got 4 months unless you do chemo. If you do chemo, you may have longer. So I've taken chemo and I'm still taking chemo, handling pretty good. And it's now January 16th, 2023. So I can't complain, still kicking. Looking in the mirror back last March, I get out of the shower, I lost 20 pounds, lost most of my hair, and had very little muscle left. And I looked like my father when he was 92. Not a good feeling, a little scared. And then about a month later, I was out in the garage, couldn't find a few things, doing some jobs, and it was freezing cold, and I just got very frustrated. And I thought it was under control, thought it was pretty cool, but then all of a sudden I just broke down. I had anger and I had frustration. I vented and said a few words that probably shouldn't have said to myself, and I had that why me, God moment. And after that, a calmness took over. I was actually, might say, changed my focus, and I started talking to God. And I'd say it's a Jesus moment. Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, you may not realize it because life probably for you is pretty good. You're cruising along, no worries, just like I was. But then something may happen to you or someone close to you, and that's going to rock your world. It's going to be a tough situation. So becoming close to Christ is how I was able to cope and how I am still able to cope. Almost lost my guitar, sorry. Interestingly, Lynn and I have not been to church since the beginning of COVID. Yet our relationship with God has increased dramatically. This is through prayer, reading the Bible, the New Testament, fellowship, and faith programming. It's all worked for us. And looking back, it's apparent to me that this relationship is what has kept us going with and what is really important. I'm no longer scared of cancer or of death. Now we live life day to day with very little worries. We're at peace. This past summer, I was able to play around and do some building construction at my camp, and we kayaked and I swam. I guess life was very almost normal. And then this winter, I've gone downhill skiing once. Now waiting for snow again. Hopefully, Lynn and I get some cross country skiing going, and things like that. And I'm still doing things. Maybe play some badminton. So having cancer has definitely changed my life, but I realize what's important. What is important? Well, relationship with God, realizing that life, when you think about it, with your spouse, my loving wife, Lynn, little dog, Benny, these are things that I really cherish. I encourage everyone to develop a relationship with Christ, and don't wait until a serious situation happens. Thanks for listening. hopefully listen again, because the next one I might do on the Rapture. We'll see. Anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for now, Gordon.